sort of seems you might get up in the Flinders Range and departing Twizel, heading out to Lake Road to a winner or something. Apparently it's a rowing course. There's a big caravan park out here, but it's a long way out of town. Just as well we stayed right in Twizel. Ruatanua, Lake Ruatanua, something like that. Big wide valley lands here, heading towards Lake Ruatanua. I think we're following a trail off that goes alongside the river, I think. We think. And eventually it joins back to the Pukaki Canal. The Bullock Wagon Trail we're following. Ohau Powerhouse. This is the Pukaki Canal over there, and down here it goes into some more pipes down there, down to the Ohau power station, I think it is, because it's the whole interlocking system of hydro schemes, of power stations. You can see it on here, the Waitaki Hydro Station. So this is Ohau A. And in the far distance we were riding past Lake Ruatanua, I think it's Ruatanua Lake, which is apparently a really good rowing venue. We didn't actually see very much of the lake because it was hidden behind trees. And did you enjoy the climb up the hill to get the view?
No.
Was it all right?
It was a bit warm.
Bit warm, yep. But the rest of our day is going to be fairly flat by the looks of things, because we follow that canal and it goes somewhere out over there to Lake Ohau. This is a salmon farm on the Ohau Canal. That's where a lot of the nice salmon we're eating is probably coming from. Good clean water there for the salmon to grow in, that's for sure. There's been some pretty massive earthworks to build this canal. Hey, cut it right through the hills. Clouds are clearing away from the peaks really nicely today. Started out thick grey and quite cool, but now it's warmed up nicely. New Zealand sure doesn't disappoint us when it comes to the scenes. A short section around Lake Ohau. The lake itself is quite beautiful off to the right. Blue glacial waters again. And we're heading to Lake Ohau. There's a sort of a village. There is camping there. There's also a lodge which we may look into staying there, either camping, or it's expensive to stay in the accommodation. But they do meals and breakfast and that. Well, Matthew got all the way to the top of it. I came off in the loose stuff, have to walk. Bugger. Here we are on the Alps to Ocean Trail, marked for Thanakas, and we're at the Ohau, or the Ohau Weir. And the sign down here raises a few little eyebrows. Anyway, we kept our sensors aware for any long or strong earthquakes. Oh, how I do hate these gates. This one's better, slightly wider. Only just wide enough for me to get my rack bag through. Pain in the butt. This lake's also part of the whole hydroelectric scheme out here. Big glacial lake. Beautiful really. But amazing how dry the landscape is all around it. It's real. Well, it's like the outback. It really is. Must be pretty low rainfall here. This, small farmer's hut there. Fisherman's hut perhaps. Yeah. It looks like that was the gates.
Yeah, with the big line.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah, same building, is it? Big lines too. Private property. Now this is Lake Middleton. Yeah. This is the Lake Ohau Alpine Village with lots of flash houses up on the hill. but no free camping. Lake Ohau, another alpine lake with mountains alongside it. It's gorgeous. We're heading for the Lake Ohau Lodge, where we can camp and get a decent meal. And we're heading up to continue the Alps to Ocean Trail. And here we go. Beautiful parkland at the top of the hill here, or on the slope. A bit of a climb to get up. Bit of rocky stuff. Oh. After a bit of a rocky push, we start to get some views of the lake. We climbed up a bit. Bit of a climb. We've come about maybe 1.5 kilometres now from the lodge, so we've probably got another 8 or 9 kilometres of climbing. Bit rocky in places, a couple of steep pinches, but mostly nicely contoured cycle trail. We're just here at Parsons Creek Bridge on the road through this beautiful forest, and looking more closely at it, the trees here are southern beech, part of one of the Gondwana land species, similar to the Tasmanian beech and the myrtle beech we have in Victoria. Matthew tells me it's a remnant patch on this eastern side of the Southern Alps, because they're found fairly commonly on the west coast. We're here, there's lovely riding through along the glade, here in the rapids, flowing down the gully, flowing on down the slope down to Lake Ohau. Another grove of southern beech through here. Beautiful little patch of forest along the creek lines. see what it's like. Another beautiful glade of southern beach. The beech trees all through here. Apparently the beech trees were dominant all across these hills, and they've been removed by logging, farming and fires. Put a bit of work into constructing bridges and boardwalks and cutting this track for the observation cycle trail. It's pretty impressive. We just did our lunch at Quailburn, it's called, by a lovely little creek down there, and packing up now. The Quailburn Creek, and also nearby here is the it's a sort of camping area, I guess. You can camp up here. There's a toilet, and there's the Quailburn Woolshed, but on foot it really does look like it's probably seen better days. Built 1920. Well, it's not really suitable to go inside now because she's all falling down. As you can see, the old shearing pens still there, but open to the sky now. Not quite as much of a historic site as you would like. It's more of a ruin. Maybe someday, one day, somebody will fix it up and make it something that people can come and visit. Just had lunch at Quailburn and rolling on down the Quailburn Road. Starts out a bit of a rough old two-wheel track, but I think it gets better as we go. Eventually it becomes a sealed road. But yeah, it's a bit rough, corrugations, you name it. Very quiet little campsite up there with the woolshed.
Putting on my red top.
All good. Bit cool. Camp here at the Omarama caravan park. We've got some very trendy looking little units here. Oval shaped. Fascinating really. Wouldn't mind staying in one of them one day.